Welcome to a Bent on Fitness movement morning, and we're always in it for the ride. So some days you just have to know if things don't work out, you've got to make things work. So resilience is the key to movement and is the key to life overall. So let's start with just welcome, and I'm glad you're here this morning. So roll your shoulders up, back, and around. Find a spot that's easy to stand on both feet. As the sun comes up, hopefully I don't come in more into shadow, but I'm here still to see. We're under our glorious tree. Let me turn my mic on because I tend to forget that. Come on, Mike. There we go. Well, again, good morning. So start with your feet planted evenly apart. You don't have to be touching. You want to have them someplace where it feels even to settle into. Let your shoulders drop back and feel the weight sitting back into your heels. We tend to drop our weight into our toes. It's partly because of the way our shoes are designed to kind of shift us forward. So retraining the nervous system, the body, to settle itself right over the top of the pelvis really can help with a lot of misbalances and misadjustments in the body. Take your shoulders out nice and wide. Take a nice long deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Just think of how the body takes in that breath. And I want you to invite you in, and I want to invite you to allow yourself to just find that deepest breath you can, deep into the body. Deep across the shoulders. Deep into the floor of the pelvis. Inhale, take your arms up and over your head, reach. Exhale, lower your hands down. Again, reach wide and overhead. Exhale, lower your hands down. 2 more times. Reach wide and overhead. Lengthen. Exhale and lower. And 1 more time. Circle your arms up and over your head. Reach. And then exhale. Bring your arms down through the center. Take your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Draw your knuckles down and away from your neck. Think of the length of the entire front body. But then it's not so much that you're bending backwards, it's that you're opening the front to lengthen the back. So keep that neck nice and long, that chest open. Breathe. Bend the knees slightly, shift your weight. Still medial in the foot, but your arms shift back, your hips shift back slightly. Breathe, push into those legs. Take your arms up and overhead, reach. Take your left hand behind, take your right hand behind, and lean back into those arms. Lift the chest. Inhale, reach up and circle all the way around. Take the other hand back to your chest, behind your back. Lift and extend the back. Breathe into the belly, fill the belly with breath, fill the rib cage and back. Inhale, release both arms, take your arms behind your back again, draw your knuckles down, shoulder blades in and down, chin and chest up. Bend your knees, lift your hands off your back body, pull the shoulders away from your sides. And then push into the ground again. Take your arms high up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down through your center. Inhale, take your arms up again, overhead reach. Exhale, interlace your fingers as your hands come down through center. Push the hands away as you round the upper middle back. Tuck the pelvis under. Inhale, take your arms up and overhead. Take your hands behind your head and rest your hands back behind you, letting your head just gently touch your hands. Open those elbows wide. Push evenly into your feet. And then turn your palms up overhead. Look up as it's comfortable. Bend the elbows, drop the chin under the sternum, and lift the chest up. And then again, press the palms right back up again overhead, and then drop the arms to your side. Roll your shoulders up, around, and back just a couple of times. And last one, up, around, and back. All right, circle up, arms up and overhead. Bend the knees, dive forward, hands to the ground. Hands down, head in, chin back. Think of long in the neck. Length in the back side of the body as you fold across the front side of the body. Pull the belly into the body slightly. Allow for more space. Inhale, slide the hands up the front of the shins. Lift the head, lift the heart, pull the shoulders back. Length, and just nod the head here. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Drop the chin, look towards the sternum. With your eyes, look forward. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Press with your hands into your shins. Again, your weight is balanced, not just over your toes or even over the center of the foot. It's balanced. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. Chin to your sternum. Once more, inhale, chin to the sky. Reach up and lengthen. Exhale, hands through the center. Inhale again, circle up. Take your arms high overhead. Bend the elbows, dive forward, hands to the ground. Inhale, half lift, hands to the tops of the shins. Lift. Lengthen with that breath. Exhale, fold over. Let the chin come again to the sternum. Inhale, sweep up. Take your arms high up and overhead. Exhale, lower your hands down. Inhale again. Reach to lengthen. Bend the knees. Dive forward. Hands to the ground. Chin towards your chest. Lengthen so you can really work the straightening of both legs. Inhale, slide the hands up the front of the shins, pull the head and heart forward. Exhale and fold, chin to your chest, look back towards your knees. Inhale again, sweep your arms up high overhead, reach. Exhale, lower your hands down. Once more, circle your arms up overhead. Bend the knees, dive forward, hands to the ground, chin towards your sternum. Inhale, half lift, hands up the front of the shins, head and heart forward. Exhale and fold, chin towards your chest. Inhale here, look forward, bring your hands slightly out in front of you and step back into a push-up position. Get long in the back body. Breathe. Now in a plank, it's very easy to just kind of let your hips sag. I want you to pull your hips up, pull your shoulders back, tuck your elbows in, slightly push up into the middle back so you're not hanging between the shoulders, and just take as deep a breaths as you can. This can get a little bit intense, so if you need to, you can drop into your knees, but I don't want you to drop into your forearms. Press those shoulders back into your armpits. Full breaths. And then gently lower down first to your elbows and then to your belly. Lift the chin, lift the chest, and then drop the chin towards the sternum. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Drop the chin, look towards the sternum. Once more, inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Drop the chin towards the sternum, and then walk your hands back. And then let's come into a child's pose. Big toes touch. Reach your arms out in front. Get long from your hips to your hands. Let your head drop between the shoulders. Reach. And again, now feel the breath move into the side wall of the rib cage. Feel that expanding out to the rib wall and drawing in. Feel that opening through the side line of the body. And then come back in. You're still just breathing. You're allowing that breath to just move in and out of the body. Allow your arms to be about shoulders width apart, or even the width of the mat apart, so your hands aren't touching necessarily. Breathing. Inhale. Come up just about a third of the way. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling and sit back again. So now your arms are wider, See if you can get your thumbs to the mat. Breathe. Inhale, palms down, slide your hands in, lift your chin and chest up. Shift forward into all fours. As it's comfortable, tuck your toes under and begin to round the back, chin towards the sternum. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the back, chin towards the sternum. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. And again, pull the navel in, round the back, chin towards the sternum, push the ground away. Last time, inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale again, round the back and hunch. Push into the ground, pull the navel tight to the body. Walk both hands in that hunch to the right side of your mat. Press down. Breathe into that right rib wall. Inhale, come center again, and then turn both hands to the right side of the mat and breathe into the left rib wall. Inhale, bring both hands center, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, chin towards the sternum. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest, and I want you to kind of waggle your whole body. So head is a rider on the shoulders. Hips and shoulders are kind of moving in opposition, so your right armpit is coming towards your right hip. And then you can round the back too, just give a little bit of a wiggle into the spine, almost like you're rolling your shoulders. Just kind of feel that motion of the body. Kind of a wiggly, waggly movement. And then breathe. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, sink back again into your child's pose. Reach those arms forward, head down, chin in. Inhale again, come up about a third of the way. Take your right hand, reach your right arm through and underneath your left. Take your left arm and reach it straight out over your head. Get long and roll back into that right shoulder. Slide the left hand back underneath the left shoulder. Roll yourself back into all fours. And again, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale, hunch chin towards the sternum. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Sink your way back into your hips. Take your left hand, reach your left hand underneath you. Bring your head to the ground and reach your right arm up to the top edge of your mat. Slide that right hand underneath you. Roll back into all fours. And again, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, chin towards the sternum, around the back. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Roll yourself into a little ball. Breathing. And as you can, begin to circle those knees around away from each other. See if you can keep your hands deeply connected into the ground the whole time, moving as far away as you can from the heel of the hand into the heels of the feet, and then back in, circle around, and back in. Two more, and the last one. Hold, reach those fingertips out. Lower your left knee, flatten your right foot, keep your left hand on the ground right against that left knee, and take your right hand up. Open the chest. Scoot your right foot kind of out about 90 degrees so you're not too squished in here. You want to have a good amount of space. Nice. Take that top hand, look down, drop your top hand down, drop your knee, bring your knees up, and then let's go the other direction. So we're going out, around, and together. Circle those knees, move those hips. 3, 2, and the last one. Sink back into those heels as far away from your hands as you can. yourself up. Drop your right knee to the ground. Move your left leg out away from you. Take your right hand right in front of that right knee, and then look up and reach up. And then look down and take your hand down. One more time. Drop all the way back into the ball of the feet. Widen out those feet enough so you have some space. And you're just going to rock forward until your thighs meet your elbows, and then rock back. And then rock forward. Thighs meet your elbows, and you can pick your feet up if you want. And again, rock forward. And rock back. Once more, rock forward. Thighs meet your elbows. Breathing. And then rock back. Bring your knees forward, lift your hips up, head down, chin in, look back between the knees, and then let's roll all the way to stand. Take your arms up and over your head reach. Exhale, hands through. Inhale again. Take your arms up and overhead reach. And exhale once more. Circle those arms up and overhead to reach. And then exhale, arms down wide by your side. Circle your arms around behind you and step back with your right leg, taking both arms up. Breathing. Look up, relax the shoulders. Still invigorate the arms, but try not to reach up from the shoulders. You're reaching out and up, out of the hips. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, circle your arms around behind you. Step back with your left leg. Reach your arms up and over your head. Back heel is off the ground. Lift up, chest high. Open from that back leg. Circle your arms around in front. Bring your feet forward. Take your arms up. And again, first side. As you take your arms around, bend the knees slightly to steady on your left leg. Take your right leg behind. Reach up. Straighten your left leg up. Exhale and dive forward over your left leg. Let the head drop toward the knee. Let the chin come towards the sternum. Inhale, look forward, bend the right or left knee a little bit. Circle both arms up and overhead. Reach, breathe. Circle your arms around behind you again and step forward, arms up. Exhale. Again, inhale, take your arms up, high overhead reach. Circle your arms back around. Left leg steps back. Arms come up overhead. Reaching nice and long. Straighten up your right leg. Exhale, dive forward over that right leg. Inhale, look forward, bend your right knee, take your arms wide and overhead, bringing your arms up, overhead reach. Circle your arms around behind you and step forward, taking both arms to the sky. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms back up again, reach. Bend the knees, circle your arms around, right leg steps back. Take your arms up and overhead. Breathing, take your arms wide, palms up, and rotate towards that left leg. Inhale, back to center. Take your arms up over your head, reach. Straighten up the front leg and dive forward across your front left leg. Keep the weight in the front leg, the ball of the back foot, so you're not dropped into that back heel. Bend the front knee again, look forward, circle your arms up, and step forward with your back leg. Exhale and down. Inhale and up, reach up. Circle your arms around, step back. Take your arms high, reach. Lower your arms wide, lift the chest, rotate towards that right leg. Inhale, back to center, and take your arms up and overhead reach. Straighten your right leg. Exhale, dive forward. Head down, chin in. Inhale, look forward, step forward, feet underneath you. Inhale and sweep up. Exhale and down. Once more. Inhale, take your arms up. Circle your arms around behind you. Left leg goes back. Take your arms up. Reach. Nice and tall. Long. Open those arms nice and wide. Lift that chest. Open. Again, turn towards that front leg. Reach those arms. Open that chest. Don't let your arms cave in front of you. Inhale, back to center. Straighten your front leg. Exhale and fold. Head down, chin in. Inhale, look forward. Right leg, left leg comes forward, and exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep up. Arms overhead, reach. Exhale and down. Good. Take your feet about the width or wider than your mat, or you can turn to the long edge of your mat if you'd like as well. Hands in your hips, lift your chest, and just take some open breaths into this big open body, like you're laying on the ground. Exhale, hands back to your hips. Hinge, fold forward across the front of both legs. Hands to the ground. If you need to widen out your feet, do so. Lift the tailbone. Come up out of your hands, just under your fingertips. Breathing. Reach your left arm forward. Keep that weight balanced. It's not all back on your heels. It's back. It's in between the big toe, pinky toe, and center of the heel. Lower your left hand down. Keep your left hand on the ground. Take your right hand to the sky. Look down at your left hand, lower your right, and then come up on those fingertips. Reach out your right hand, lengthen. Bend your knees if you need to. You want your back nice and long, weight even. You can bend the knees and shift the weight back. Lower your right hand, straighten out your legs as you can, and reach that left arm to the sky. Lower the left hand back down, head down, chin in. Begin to slowly heel-toe your feet back into center. Walk your hands to your knees, half lift. Sweep your arms high open overhead, reach, and exhale and lower. Circle those arms up, around, and together again. Bend the knees, dive forward. Inhale, hands to the ground. Either step forward or step back into plank. Drop the knees, shift back into child's pose, modified so your hips are back but your head isn't down. And then lift your hips up, come into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step or walk your feet up to your hands, exhale and fold. Inhale and sweep up. Exhale and down. Again, circle those arms up and overhead reach. Bend the knees, dive forward, hands to the ground, step back into plank. Hold the top of the push-up, drop the knees, sink back into an elevated child's pose, modified downward facing dog. Pull those shoulders back. Lift the hips straight up. Adjust through the feet as best you can. Sink the heels down. Pull the knees slightly apart from each other. Feel those arches lifting, big toe, pinky toe moving away from each other. Bend the knees, get longer in the back. Look forward, step or walk your feet up to your hands. Fold again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale and lower. Once more, circle those arms up and overhead reach. Exhale, hands dive forward, body folds, step back to plank. Lengthen, find that nice deep space without collapsing between those shoulders. Bend the knees, sink back into that modified child's pose, modified downward facing dog. Toes are curled under. Lift the hips up, head down between the arms, rib cage tight to the body. Breathe. Bend the knees, look forward, step, hop, or walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale and sweep up, and exhale, float through. Inhale, take those arms up and overhead reach. Exhale and down. Go ahead and standing on your left leg, body's nice and tall, chest is lifted. Just bring your right heel up. Now there's an easy shift into that left hip. You want to try to keep those legs centered. So as soon as you feel your weight drifting, I want you to really feel that you can have a balance. So also, if you don't have a chair or wall or something to hold on to, do less than more to begin with. So hold those hands right on those hips, because that's going to help you notice if you're giving that little sassy shift to that hip. So body nice and tall, chest is lifted. Be light on that right foot, and just pick your right foot off the ground. It can be forward of your big toe, slightly behind. And just feel the movement around that ankle. And slowly bring that right knee up as best you can. Again, are you shifting? Can you maintain your height? If you can't, then just allow your foot to lower a little bit. Take your arms away from center if you can. And put your foot just out in front of you, like you're going to put your heel on the ground. And then bring everything back into center and then down. Good. A lot of work on that foot. So right foot standing, just left foot just off the ground, just a little bit. Maybe just your toe is left there. Watch that sassy hip. Stand up tall. You want to be inside those hip joints. Pick up the foot as best you can without shifting. Move the foot back. Move the foot forward, back, and forward, tall. Try not to lean. Remember, your foot balances. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. Take your left foot, bring it out in front, even almost to the point of putting it on the ground. Body tall, and then bring both and everything together, and then down. Good. Take your arms up over your head and back down. So I just want you to stand there for a second. It's going to be hard to see me necessarily, but believe that I'm doing it, or at least talking you through it. You're going to look just straight up towards the sky. Take a big deep breath just with your eyeballs. And then look down towards the ground just with your eyes. Take a big deep breath. And then you're going to look to the left. And then you're going to look to the right. And then you're going to look diagonally up to your left. And then diagonally to your right. And then to your right, you're going to look up. And then you're going to look down to your left. Good. Take a big deep breath. Inhale. And then back down. Good. Standing on that first side. Just nice and tall. Pick up that foot. And just notice if the balance just feels a little bit more connected, a little bit more safe. Bring the foot out in front of you. See if you can put your heel on the ground just before it touches the ground. The little hairs of your heel touch the ground. Pick your knee up, see if you can go a little bit higher, and then put your leg back down. A little better balance, yeah? Pretty cool. Standing on your second side, body nice and tall, chest is lifted. Bring your foot up off the ground. So typically we pick our safer side whenever we start with something. I tend to pick whatever side works better for the class, And then move that foot kind of forward and back. Again, you can kind of see just by connecting into the nervous system to calm it down, all of a sudden your balance just gets a little bit better. Good. Bring that foot in front like you're going to hold and walk forward. Arms can be out, nice and tall, and then bring that leg up. Beautiful. And then lower your arm and leg down. Inhale, take your arms up over your head. Exhale and dive forward, hands to the ground. Inhale, step back into plank, nice and long. Hold the top of that push-up, breathing. Drop your right knee only to the ground. And then extend, your left leg is extended, and then take your left arm to the sky. Breathe. Pull that right shoulder into the body. Take that left arm overhead. Get long. Feel the outside edge of your left foot, the knife edge of your foot, touch the ground with the arch of your left foot lifting slightly. Take that left hand all the way up and around. Look back down to the ground and then come together. Come back into a plank. Hold the top of the push-up. Drop your left knee to the ground. And keep that right leg fully extended. Roll open. Reach up. Get long. Watch that that arm isn't just flopping behind you, but is straight over your other shoulder. And then as you can, just reach that top arm over your head. Breathing. Circle the top arm around. Look down towards the ground and drop your knee in. Let's go into a cat stretch. Chin towards your sternum, round the back, chin in. Lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back, chin towards the sternum. Once more, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Sit your weight back onto your heels. And then bring your hands to the ground. Extend your legs all the way out. Lift that chin, lift the chest. Drop the chin, chin to your sternum. Lift the chin, lift the chest. And down. Once more. Inhale, lift. And lower. Good. Lower your hands to the ground. Lower your head to your hands. Head down, chin in. Look back towards your navel, or at least down to the ground. And just release the back to the floor. Breathe, kind of through the width of the rib wall like a crocodile. You know, that crocodile's head is just popped up off the ground or just resting, just so you can see through the water. And then gently slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up, and let's turn over onto our back. Sweep your legs out in front and lower back. Knees up, hips down, hands by your side. And just begin to drop your knees to the right and to the left. Bring both knees into your chest. Hug the knees in gently. Soften the belly. And then release. Bring both knees into your chest. And release. One more time. Bring both knees into your chest. And then release. Drop your right foot and left foot to the mat. Let your arms drop to your sides. Take a big breath. And just let yourself settle back into the mat. Breathe. And just extend your legs if you'd like. Let your head sink. Let your shoulders drop open. Turn your palms towards the sky. Feel your feet drop out as you release your glutes. way to your feet. Breath. Inhale, take both arms up and overhead, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands back to your sides. Inhale again, take your arms up and overhead, find length. And slide both feet in so your shins are vertical again. Bring your knees into your chest and roll yourself to your right side. All the way to the ground. Use your left hand and bring yourself upright. Sitting in a comfortable seated posture. Hands on your lap, chin towards your sternum. Bring your palms to your center. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale and lower. Again, circle your arms up and overhead. Exhale and lower. And last time, circle those arms up and overhead. And exhale through. And be well. Thank you so much for coming to our session today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was refreshing. It was rebuilding, cleansing, and opening. Enjoy your breath today and have a great day. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, guys. Send me a little note. Let me know. We are strong and able together.